This is the Relic Radio Show, old-time radio entertainment still standing the test of time, from relicradio.com. Welcome back to the Relic Radio Show. I've got another 60 minutes of radio drama for you this week, beginning with Big Town. You'll hear the case of the Lost and Found from December 7th, 1948. After that, it's The Big Story and The Bitterest Man on Earth. That story aired June 8th, 1949.
Lifebuoy Health Soap presents Big Town.
Extra, extra, hero, about the case of the Lost and Found. Tonight's Big Town story brought to you by Lifebuoy Health Soap, used in the homes of 14 million Americans. Extra, extra.
Lifebuoy Health Soap presents Big Town, the headline stories of a great city dramatically reported by Steve Wilson, fighting managing editor, whose creed, as with all great newsmen, is emblazoned on the masthead of the Illustrated Press.
The power and the freedom of the press is a flaming sword, that it may be a faithful servant of all the people. Use it justly, hold it high, guard it well.
Now, Big Town and Steve Wilson's headline story of The Lost and the Found. The Lost and Found columns of any newspaper are filled with heartache and tragedy, both great and small. But when a newspaper reporter vanishes, the reason and the consequences may be fatal. And such is the background of tonight's Big Town story that began as Lorelei Kilborn, ace crime reporter, entered the office of Steve Wilson of the Illustrated Press.
Hello, Steve. May I have your ear for a moment?
Sure thing, Laura, my lovely. Come in. Perch on my desk and take my mind off these news dispatches.
Thanks. I'll try if I can find a corner.
I'll throw those dispatches in the wastebasket and make yourself at home.
Home is right. I don't believe you have any other home.
Home is where I hang my hat, and this is it. What's on your mind, beautiful?
Thanks for the compliment, and lend me that right ear of yours.
You've got both of them. Shoot.
It's about that demon crime reporter on our so-called rival, the Big Town Gruesome Graphic.
Dick Rutter?
Mm-hmm.
What's happened to that headline hound? Nothing trivial, I hope.
Dick's missing, Steve.
Missing?
Mm-hmm. His managing editor's been trying to locate him all day. He's had him paged at every haunt and hangout, but no one's seen him or his hide.
Oh, maybe he's off lone wolfing a scoop.
Oh, no, Dick wouldn't leave his editor in the dark that long, any more than I'd pull a stunt like that on you.
Yeah, it's a crazy cub. Might forget he's a reporter, but Dick's an old hand. Phone Slayton on the graphic. Let me talk to him, Laura.
Right, Steve. While you're waiting, take a look at this graphic, yesterday's. Dick's last byline yarn before he vanished somewhere between Tony's Bar and Grill and the graphic offices. Oh, hello, ma'am. You get me Sladen, Emmy of the graphic, please. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, it's just a rehash of the Lucky Louie rub-out. We ran this in the first final, night before last.
Note that last paragraph, Steve. That's where Dick indulged in a little private game of dangerous guessing. Read it.
Inspector Callahan of Homicide and Puzzle Police may be overlooking a bet and not questioning the banker who backed Lucky Louie. Why, that crazy galoot.
Hold it, Steve. Maybe he has his boss on the wire. Here you are.
Thanks. Hello, that you, Slayton?
Yeah. What's the matter, Wilson? Need a lead for that out-the-fine oracle you call the Illustrated Press? All the news that the graphic won't use?
Listen, you moss-back fugitive from the journalistic junkyard. At least we can keep track of our reporters, except on Saturday nights. Where's Dick Rutter?
Well, if you can find him, you can have him.
Where'd you last hear from him?
Night before last. He phoned in from Tony's Bar and Grill near your place. Then he got hold of something too hot for the wires, and he'd bring it in. But he never showed. You got anything?
No, Lorelei just told me you'd been phoning all over Big Town.
Yep. Imagine me doing that to find a reporter.
Well, that's easy. All I'd have to do is put myself in your place, and I'd be doing the same thing.
Thanks, Steve. But it wouldn't do our hard-boiled reputations any good if it got around. Got any ideas about Rutter?
No, I just wondered if it might be tied up with the Lucky Louie killing.
Yeah, could be. Got any notions?
Well, I might go out and listen to the wee small voices of the underworld.
Well, thanks. You got me there, Steve. I don't know enough of the wrong people at the right time.
Well, the wrong people don't talk. But I happen to know a few right ones who know the wrong ones and sometimes the right answers.
Good. And if you get any right answers, tell me which edition of the Illustrated Press to buy.
I'll send you a complimentary copy by messenger with Dick Rutter wrapped up inside. So long.
So long, Steve.
Now who's playing guessing games, Steve Wilson?
We are, Lorelei.
Well, let's go scout our underworld listening post before someone wraps Rutter up in a sheet in the morgue.
Oh, my head.
Shut up, Rutter. I'll stuff some cotton down your throat.
Not that gorgeous. My mouth already feels like an army's been marching through it barefooted. Oh, that doorbell, gorgeous. Answer it before the top of my head jumps off and flies out your window.
Okay. Probably Marty the Hoop. So don't get your hopes up trying to get loose.
Small chance. And look, if it should be my editor, don't let him in.
Oh, if that ain't what you've been hoping for.
If he should walk in here and find me tied to a lady's love seat, trussed up hand and foot with nylons, the ancient name of Rutter would be viscous.
Would be what?
Just another word for mud, baby.
Well, your boss ain't going to find you here in my apartment or anywhere else if you don't cut the comedy and tell us what you know about Lucky Louie's 50 grand.
Sorry, gorgeous. That's off the record. Look, you better answer the doorbell. Marty the Hooper's liable to think you're putting something over on him.
You let me do the worrying about Marty.
Hey, what's the big idea, Myra? Why don't you open up?
This nosy, newsy character's been keeping me busy.
You done any singing yet?
Not a peep. He's stalling for time like he was expecting somebody to show up and get him. Are you sure nobody saw you picking him up?
Nobody seen me trunk him, and nobody seen me bringing him.
You'll forgive me if I venture to suggest you're both nuts, and if you don't untie me and let me out of this charming den of iniquity, a certain character is liable to come knocking through your door like a big bad wolf.
And who do you think that'd be, you lippy newshound?
Another newshound, maybe. Name of Steve Wilson of the Illustrated Press.
You're nuts, Rutter. I know all about that racket-busting Wilson guy, and I know you don't work for him.
Right, Marty, but Wilson is a very suspicious character. He's bound to have a hunch I'm on the trail of a hot story, and that's enough to start him on my trail.
So what? How's he going to find you, with a Ouija board?
Or a Swami, maybe. But I'll bet you anything you've got he will.
Yeah? And I bet your life he don't. And the same goes if he does. Now, come on and spill it. Talk, you.
Marty, cut it out. Put away that blackjack.
Nothing doing. You had plenty of time to make him talk your way. Now, I'm going to try mine.
Cut it out, Marty. I ain't going to have you messing up my apartment.
The heck with your apartment.
Oh, now, look what you've done. You got yourself all excited and you're whooping again. Lay off. I'll handle this Rutter guy. Got another job for you.
What kind of job?
Been thinking about what Rutter said.
Said about what?
About that Wilson guy coming to look for him.
So what? I keep telling you, Myra, ain't nobody knows we got him here.
Yeah, I hear you saying it, Marty. But we're going to make sure.
How are we going to do that?
You're going to go find Wilson.
Huh?
Yeah. And if you find he's snooping around the dives asking questions, you'll get Rutter out of town.
Okay. We'll go tie a tail on Wilson. But if you ain't got the dope out of this lug when I get back, I'm going to beat it out of him. You hear that, Rutter?
You'd better watch your step trailing Wilson, or you'll come back with him trailing you.
Never mind me. You keep thinking about what I said.
Well, beautiful, here we are. All cozy and alone again.
Yeah. Rutter, why don't you get wise? Smarten up.
What would happen if I did get smart, honey child?
I just might split that 50 grand with you, darling.
Or tie one of those nylon gam glasses around my throat and watch me try to breathe through my popping eyes.
Do I look the type?
You look like a million, gorgeous. But so does a tiger.
So you don't want to play in my yard, eh?
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm not sliding down your cellar door with my hands and feet tied with your nylons.
Come on, Rutter. How about making it easy for yourself?
No, thanks, gorgeous. And I never did like raspberry-flavored lipstick.
Why, you... All right, you stubborn lug. Baby beating's the only way to get it out of you.
Thus, as Steve and Lorelei set out to find Dick Rutter, his captors anticipate the move, and for the exciting developments, we'll rejoin Steve and Lorelei in a moment. Yes, doctors have proved it in 820 scientific tests. Lifebuoy Health Soap in your daily bath gets skin cleaner.
Yes, cleaner than any other leading soap can.
That's right. After comparing the effects of daily baths with different soaps, these doctors made this amazing statement.
Actually, you are cleaner, safer from BO when you bathe daily with Lifebuoy, than when you bathe with any other leading soap.
Here's the reason. Lifebuoy does more than just remove the grime and perspiration you can see. Lifebuoy is more effective than any other leading soap in removing the invisible dirt that can form a foothold for BO. Lifebuoy gets you even cleaner than the eye can see.
Cleaner than the eye can see.
Yes, after 820 scientific tests, these doctors say Lifebuoy's purifying ingredient makes the difference. And this same purifying ingredient actually makes Lifebuoy milder, safe even for a baby's tender skin. So enjoy a Lifebuoy bath every day. You'll love the creamy rich lather, the wonderful mildness. Get Lifebuoy tomorrow. Now back to Big Town and to Steve Wilson and Lorelei as they cruise the dark byways and check with their listening posts on the fringe of the underworld in search of Dick Rutter, missing crime reporter of the Graphic, a rival paper of the Illustrated Press.
Say, boss, what do we got cooking for tonight?
A game of hide and seek, Harry.
Who's hiding from whom and whom are we seeking?
Well, somebody's playing button, who's got the button, and Dick Rutter of the Graphic is the button.
In which circumstances? Is it any skin off our necks?
Yes, Harry. In spite of our rivalries, news hounds are one big family, and we all hang together so we don't hang separately.
Oh, there's Mozart's Harbor Cafe. Slow down and stop, Harry.
Hey, Miss Gilboy, you don't think our old pal Mozart would be hiding Rutter, do you?
No, Harry, but we're hoping he'll be able to give us a lead on Rutter and save us a lot of blind man's buff. Come on, all right.
Boss, ain't this game getting kind of mixed up? Hide and seek at buttons and hanging together and separate and by man's buff?
Don't let it throw you, Harry. Looking for Rutter's liable to include a lot of things, like don't skip the gutter.
Well, if it comes to tagging anybody, leave me in with my trusty monkey wrench.
Right, Harry, it may come to that. But right now, you may ask a few of your hacky pals if they've heard any rumors about Rutter.
God, I will, Mr. Wilson. Do you want I should get the ladies' addresses or just the telephone numbers?
Both. Come on, Lorelei, let's go see Mozart.
Gee, I hope Harry's right, Steve, but I'm afraid Rutter's off on something much less pleasant than a wolfing safari.
Right, Lorelei, but I'll bet you doing us the dollars there's a woman mixed up in it. One way or another.
Mozart's still beating out his blues.
Yes, you talk to him, my lovely.
Why me?
You do things with tongue.
His music does things to me. I wish he'd let somebody back in for the big time instead of wasting his life in this joint.
Well, it's his own joint, Lorelei. Besides, Mozart likes joints. And the lost souls who haunt joints because they're lonesome. Come on, let's go talk to him.
He's finished, and the crowd cheers not. Hello, Mozart.
Oh, hello, Lorelei. Welcome.
Thanks, but why?
Well, with you around, life laughs, and the leprechauns come out of the trees and dance. Like this.
Mozart, that's the nicest thing said to me for a long, long time.
Hello, Mozart.
Hi, Steve.
What happens when I show up?
Well, when you show up, the lights go out. There's a shot, the sound of running feet. And the air is heavy with questions whose answers hide under wet stone. And, if you're looking for Dick Rutter, you might try talking to a shape called Myra Winslow.
Thanks very much. I guess you've heard I've been asking around. Who is she, Mozart, and where do I carry on the conversation?
Well, she's an ex-chorus dame with dough who staked Lucky Louie to a fling on a long shot at the pony tracks.
And you figure she might think Rutter knows who killed him and got away with her share of the $50,000 Louie picked up at the track.
We get the same total, Steve.
And where does the moneyed Myra park her mules when she isn't playing with the horses, Mozart?
The Big Town apartment, Suite 7D, with a terrace.
Thanks, Mozart. We'll call on the lady and see if she's entertaining.
Good. Give her my regards.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, boss. Hiya, Mozart.
Hi, Harry.
What's the matter, Harry?
I ain't exactly sure, boss, but I thought we was going to go hunting this here Rutter
That's
character.
the plan, Harry, and Mozart's just given us a lead.
Well, that's fine, Mr. Wilson, but then how come somebody is tailing us?
Who's tailing us, Harry?
A runty character with a bark like a kid with a whooping cough followed us down here in a roadster and sidled up and listened to you and Mr. Wilson talking on a sidewalk, and then he hightailed it.
Well, we must be getting warm.
Let's go, Lorelei.
Now what kind of game we gonna play, boss?
I think we'd better go call on a certain lady, or we're liable to be playing body-body